Hello everybody, Don Cliche here. Welcome to the episode of Walt Disney Movie Reviews. How about we just skip the prologue and get right on with the review? Released to television on January 8th, 1998, the movie is... Principal Takes a Holiday. Film begins in the bedroom of John Scududo, where he gets a phone call from his friend Sugar Man about a prank that he set up for the principal of their school.
Oh man, this is the prank to end all pranks. You're gonna get a demerit for sure, you know. In fact, the whole school's betting on whether you'll beat your record from last year. 31 demerits.
32.
John Hockenberry's on his way.
Hey, chill out, Sugarman. It's a prank, not a troop movement.
You'll be late for school, John.
Hey, Dad! I think I have a fever. Look. Hockenberry enters his office at 8 o'clock, gives his morning speech at 8:05, completes it around 8:10. He grabs a cup of coffee, checks himself in the mirror, maybe grabs the mail. 8:12, he exits his office. Well, bam. That's when it hits. 8:12.
John, played by Zachary Ty Bryan, by the way, then goes downstairs for breakfast, and his dad reminds him that he and his mom are going out of town for a sales conference and wants him to talk about college.
You know, Dad, I have to face it. I'm not a college kind of guy. I need the freedom of the open road. I'm a rebel.
Here's your laundry.
You have it too easy, John. Mom cooks your meals, washes your clothes. I help with your homework. It's made you irresponsible.
Let's get you in that cab, huh?
Hey, sit down. We spend a lot of money to send you to that school. And how do you repay us? 31 demerits last year?
Well, actually, it was 30. It's one. You were right.
What you need is discipline. This is the first day of your senior year, so we've decided you can't use the car while we're away.
Second, if you get even one demerit point this year, we're tearing a premise check.
So John races to school to stop that prank he set up before Principal Franklin Hockenberry sets it off. Hockenberry, played by Kurt Fuller, gives a speech over the PA.
Good morning, students. Welcome to a new year at Patton High. For those of you new to Patton, let me introduce myself. I am your principal, Frank Hockenberry. Before we begin our studies, let me say, your parents sent you to Patton because they are tired of the loose freedoms of public schools. I know my vice principal, Ralph Calder, joins me in saying, every student starts the year with a clean slate. I do not prejudge. If you behave well, I will be your friend. If you behave badly, I will be something else entirely. You know, I'm reminded of my favorite teacher as a boy. She believed in discipline. She believed in obedience. When I stepped out of line, she slapped me back. When I forgot my lesson, she hit me on the knuckles with a ruler. That teacher was my mother.
A new student named Peter Heath, played by Rashawn H. Null, arrives in the principal's office as Hockenberry's about to exit. He gets a call which buys John some time. However...
Hi. How you doing? I'm a new student here, and I'm late to meet the principal, and, what's going on? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, is the principal around?
No, he's out right now.
Well, who's that?
That's the janitor.
Mr. Hockenberry.
Look, please, keep it down.
Principal Hockenberry. Peter Heath, the new student. How you doing?
I'm trying to defuse this thing.
After that, they both have detention for 6 months, and John lost his $10,000, and Peter lost Stanford. Later in science class, Sugarman tells John that the only way to change his transcripts before his parents see them is to hack into the principal's computer.
Can we hack in? Got a laptop?
Shown here. This is X. This would be Y. And then which way is Z?
What was your name again?
Z is down,
John Scaduto.
which is an irony because
I'm not gonna help you hack into the principal's computer.
it's gonna be on the exam, you know. Kids. It's their music, is what it is.
Why not? Are you afraid? Why is it considered uncool to obey the rules?
Look around you. Sheep. These rules have changed them all into sheep.
So John and Sugarman try to hack in, but Hockenberry has the best hacker software.
Oh, what's this? It looks like the very hand of God is trying to fight me. It's Hockenberry's on you.
Look, he's dumping your hard disk. Get out.
It won't let me go. Well, Mr. Scaduto, you are deleted.
The aggressor cells are rejected. All is normal once again.
Later, John says they need to try new scams. Suddenly, a dog runs away with the ball that they were passing to each other, and John goes after her.
Here, boy, here.
He then meets a guy named Franklin Fitz, played by Kevin Nealon.
Did you see where she put my ball there, Fitz?
She doesn't like it when other people use my name. So what are you, like some kind of tour bus operator or something?
No, it's for my school.
Wear a uniform to school?
It's a conservative school.
I got one word of advice for you, John. Escape. Go!
John then returns and accidentally hits the ball through the window of the principal's office. Hockenberry falls unconscious. He's taken to the hospital, and Vice Principal Ralph Calder, played by Laurie Murdoch, tells John and Peter that they now have 4 extra months of detention. He's then told by Miss W. Fassel, played by Ellie Harvey, that they're sending for a substitute principal, Vernon Baxter.
Dr. Vernon Baxter?
Yes. Do you know him?
Yes, by reputation. I mean, he's the leading educational theorist in the country. What's he doing here? He doesn't work in the field. No one even knows what he looks like.
Something about an experiment on student behavior.
Oh. Here, well, we should, why don't you go to...
However, John reads a fax which says that Vernon Baxter will not be coming to be a substitute principal.
Wow. Too bad. They're gonna have to find another principal.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it.
John then gets an idea.
I'm a part of this, too. What?
Hey, okay. We have to get in the computer, right? Only the principal can get in? The answer's very simple.
What?
We hire the principal.
You're insane.
No. We have to find somebody to play Dr. Baxter. Just for an hour, till we can get in the computer.
What are you talking about? As soon as Calder sees that fax...
What are you doing?
I'm taking it back.
Okay, go ahead. Don't take chances. Date who your parents tell you to. Live in your head.
As Peter goes to put the fax back, he and John see a girl named Roxanne, played by Emmanuelle Creaky.
Toughest girl in school.
Are you all right?
My ankle hurts.
I think it's broken. Look, I'll need to brace it. John, tear this into 2 strips, 2 inches by 10 inches. This might hurt, Roxanne.
I'm ready.
Good girl.
Feel my heart.
Stop dreaming. You're like someone who takes chances. It's just not you. Hey.
Peter then joins John, and the first thing they have to do is find somebody who looks like Hockenberry. They go to a play of Hamlet and see a man who would be perfect, but he charges them $200 per day.
You supply my costume, makeup, transportation to and from set. I don't do personal appearances. I require a 15-minute break every 2 hours, a trailer of at least 200 usable square feet, no work until after 11 a.m. What are these outfits you're wearing?
Well, us students have to wear these.
You wear a uniform to school?
To conservatives.
Nevertheless, my favorite dialect is Irish. If any of my work should appear on public television, I require that union.
They then go out, find Fitz, and see that he's perfect, so they talk to him about it.
You want me to be principal of your school? Me?
Yes.
The uniform school. Get out of here.
No, you don't understand. You are so perfect.
Perfect. Look, we're in trouble and we really need you.
I could mess with the system.
Exactly.
What do I get?
$50 plus room and board at my parents' elegant home.
However, Fitz says he wants John's drumsticks or he won't do it. John's hesitant at first, but he reluctantly gives Fitz his sticks, and they take him to their school where they see Vice Principal Calder walks a certain way, and they tell Fitz that he has to walk like that too.
No, you're way too loose. Let's get into it. Act like you have a ping pong paddle between your thighs. Get the head. Yes. Better.
They then get him dressed and get ready to cut his hair, which he refuses to do the latter.
I was fine with the suit and the tie, even the walk, but I cut my hair, and that's me. I worked hard the last 10 years at not changing me.
Great. Now what?
Later, Fitz sees a teacher named Celia Shine, played by Jessica Steen, and falls in love with her. Meanwhile, John and Peter find a guy named Oliver, played by Carlos Jacquot, to be the substitute principal.
Oh, no, it's good. A genius principal. Oh, I like it. Smart but sensitive. With a hidden flaw, maybe a glass eye or a club foot. Brainstorm with me. I could carry something, sort of square, about this big.
A briefcase.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. What time do I start?
7
a.m.?
So the next day, they arrive at school, go to the principal's office for detention, and Calder says that Mr. Baxter was able to come, but it's actually Fitz pretending to be Dr. Baxter.
Oh! What on earth are you doing?
He's very startled, sir.
By what?
Cockroach!
We don't have cockroaches, sir. If you have time, sir, these are the two on detention. Any change to their punishment?
Expel them.
Huh?
I'm kidding. That's a little experiment. I like to see what kind of response I get.
No, they don't look so bad. Maybe a little slow.
Suddenly, Oliver shows up as Dr. Vernon Baxter and asks John and Peter for his line. Fitz then has him act as his brother, who has the same name.
Our father named all his children Vernon. He was a huge egomaniac. Even our poor dear sister, Vernon. Oh, and she hated the teasing, too. Vernon is a vermin, Vernon is a vermin. Threw herself out a window. Drove her crazy. Luckily, there was a clothesline right beneath her, and she got tangled up in the wires. Remember that, Vern?
Oh,
we even had a dog named Vern. You should have seen our house at Christmas. Oh, naughty, all the presents to Vern. We didn't know whose was who.
But I don't understand. Why were you looking for your office?
I was born with a club foot.
He's a therapist, and he's volunteered to help counsel the students here.
Yes, as well as my foot.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you, Doctor. This is pro bono work.
A little later, Oliver is unhappy because he was supposed to get the lead.
You still are the lead.
The principal's the lead. What am I, student counselor? Oh, Pacino never played student counselor. Never. Look at this office.
Calder then tells everybody over the PA that Dr. Vernon Baxter is there to be the substitute principal, and Fitz as Vernon Baxter gives a speech.
Attention shoppers, we have a sale on canned cling peaches in aisle 3.
Sorry, Ralph. I always wanted to do that.
As Ralph was saying, I am your new principal, Dr. Vernon. You know what? I never really liked that name. So if you see me in the hallways, just call me Dr. V.
We're dead.
Come to think of it, I don't really know how you'll recognize me. Well, I'll tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a sort of a gray jacket and kind of a reddish sort of a tie with upside-down sailboats all over it. That is strange. Oh, I see.
Later after school, John and Peter ask Fitz why he didn't get into the computer.
Oh, Calder had me busy out there.
What happened to your socks?
Oh.
You know what? Let's just get in the computer and get this over with, huh?
Calder then comes in and tells Fitz that the teachers are waiting in the gym for him to give his lecture on his philosophy. So he enters the gym, sees a circle cut into 8 pieces projected on the screen, and says education is like a pizza.
Biology is mushrooms, literature is peppers, and math anchovies. And although some of us may not like anchovies, who of us here does not like pizza? Exactly. And what do all pizzas have in common? What do all slices share? Yes? Anyone? What do all slices share? Yes.
Cheese?
Yes! Yes! Cheese! All slices are different, but all slices need what, ladies and gentlemen? Cheese. Yes, very good. Now, who is the cheese, you may ask? You are. Yes, the teachers are the cheese. Say it. I am the cheese. Come on.
I am the cheese.
Yes. No, everyone now.
I am the cheese.
Yeah, louder.
I am the cheese.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I am the cheese.
Just the men.
I am the cheese.
Just the women now.
I am the cheese.
He then leaves the gym and runs into Celia, who tells him, thinking he's Dr. Baxter, that he's not what she expected.
You know, you're so much younger than I thought. And I thought you were bald. I don't know. I guess I read it in an article somewhere that you were bald, but you're obviously not.
Hair weave.
Oh, really? Right. Well, it looks great. It's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
She then asks him to point her in the direction of some of his most recent articles because of what he said about the pizza and the cheese. She then asks him to be a mentor for her.
I'm being reviewed for my credentials really soon. I was wondering if maybe you would help me?
Let me think about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Later, Fitz, John, and Peter try to hack into Hockenberry's computer, but they don't know the password, so Fitz calls for Calder.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
What? Oh,
Oh, Ralph, I'm having trouble accessing the... What are you two doing? Get over back on the couch. What did I tell you two detentioners? Ralph, I'm having trouble accessing their files.
Mr. Hockenberry put in some extra security measures, but we're working on clearing them out.
And how long will that take, Ralph?
Oh, week.
Come on, guys. We're acting as if this is a disaster. We own the principal.
But I'm not the principal.
I will make you the principal.
Okay.
Look, we have fooled these guys for a day. We can fool them for a few more. And, nobody's onto us yet, right?
Meanwhile, Celia's trying to find out the truth about Dr. Baxter. She first tries calling Hockenberry, but the doctors answer and hang up. She then tries to call Dr. Baxter's office, but gets his answering machine.
Please leave a message after the beep. Your call is important to us.
Hello? Hello. Dr. Baxter, hi, my name's Celia Shine. The car wax? I met you today after your lecture at Patton High. Or did I meet you today after a lecture at Patton High? Sir, do you have a dolphin tattooed to your ankle? If that sounds strange, could you call me, please?
The next day, Celia comes into the office and tells Fitz that John was watching TV in her class.
Really? Well, I'm sure John is sorry. Are you sorry, John?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Okay, so we'll go back to class and we'll work on it.
Good. Good. But I don't think so.
Oh, no?
Sir, I thought you said I should only attend class two days a week?
What?
Well, it's to give me time for my independent study on the history of drummers.
You're kidding, no?
Miss Shine, I don't kid. I experiment. I prod. I explore. And John's independent study here is crucial to my experiment.
An experiment? Oh, what is it? You don't want to leave the teachers in the dark. What?
Well, all I can tell you, Miss Shine, is that it's about rule breaking.
Ah.
Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Celia has become suspicious about Dr. Baxter, and she asks Fitz as him what school he went to.
School?
College? Harvard? Yale? I...
Cornell, wasn't it?
That's right, Cornell.
Right, Cornell. That's right.
Good school.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. She's on to us. All right, we need to stop this right now.
What about Roxanne?
So Fitz brings Roxanne into the office and says that he's expelling her.
What?
This is an expulsion notice, and this is a pen. As of this moment, you are no longer welcome at this school.
Why?
As of this moment, you are no longer welcome at this school.
I heard you. Why?
As of this moment!
Peter then comes in and tells him that he can't expel her.
She is a good student.
Well, how do you explain all of these discipline problems here?
Can you truly determine a student's worth merely by looking at what they do wrong?
How else? How else do I determine it?
By what they do right. You see, Roxanne here has passed the greatest test of all. The test of Caterpillar. Character. Let me ask you a question, sir. Were you ever a sturgeon once?
A sturgeon? No.
Well, good. Good, because Roxanne and I are students. And every day is a battle with our parents, a battle with tire pressure.
Peer pressure?
That too.
You know, I never thought about it like that. You know, you may have saved this young woman from expulsion, but I am sending your parents a note that you weren't in class today.
Oh, come on.
No, it's all right, Roxanne. As long as I've righted a wrong, I am at peace.
Later, during lunch, Fitz eats some food that tastes bad, and he has the cooks eat what's being served.
I already ate today.
Well, come to work hungry, because from now on, everything you serve, you eat.
After lunch in the library, John sees Celia gathering all of Dr. Baxter's books, so at home, he has Fitz study 2 of them while he studies the other 2.
Look, now that Peter has gone nuts, I'm the only sane one left. And with Miss Shine trying to trip you up, you're gonna study these until you have the right answers for it. Let's go get to work. Hey, no TV until you study.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna come in there and take away the remote control.
At school the next day, Fitz makes it so that there are no more rules at the school.
Do you hear me? The rules no longer exist. No detentions, no demerits. You don't have to do anything. The whole point, as I see it, is to get you guys to think on your own. And we can't do that if we're doing all the thinking for you. That's about it. Have a happy and productive life. Aloha.
Later in the office, John tells Oliver that they don't need him there anymore.
Why?
We just don't need 2 Dr. Baxters anymore. It's getting out of hand.
No, but I'm finally taking a foothold. I finally reached these students. I think I've had a breakthrough with, the square-headed kid, the one with the funny nose. He's finally feeling good about his looks. And, the girl, the whiny one, what is it?
Sarah.
Oh, she's... Well, actually, we had a setback there, but these kids need me.
I don't know what to tell you. Here.
No, you can't pay me off. I'm gonna stay no matter what. I've been researching. I've been reading books.
There's nothing.
I don't need the money. I'll work for free.
The idea of 2 Dr. Baxters is weird enough.
No, it's good. We'll workshop. Ball, trust game, ball into my arms. I'll catch you.
If X is gravity and Y is impact, it's really not that difficult.
Soon enough, Peter and Roxanne spend time together.
Fun, isn't it? You know, you look beautiful.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Shall I start with you, sir? What would you like?
What would I like? Chicken.
And you, miss?
I want to get out of here.
Later, Fitz sees that Celia's quitting being a teacher, and he talks to her.
Are you nuts? You're a great teacher. The problem was not you. The problem was the school. The problem was me.
No, before you even came and started making all these changes, the students don't listen to me. I want to be a great teacher. I want to be the kind of teacher that I had in college, that could take a brick and make it fascinating. I take history and make it a brick. I'm boring.
You're not.
I am. I bore myself.
Would I be here if I thought you were boring? Would I have arranged my whole day just so I could bump into you if I thought you were boring? Would I review every conversation we had, remember exactly what you said if I thought you were boring? Would I be smelling your perfume all day if I... So I didn't say that. Look, just don't quit, okay? We can make it work, believe me. I could help you become a better teacher, and you could help me become a better principal. Okay?
So Fitz asks John to help him with making Celia a better teacher, and he agrees. At school, Fitz gives a speech on the PA.
Dr. V here. I just want to say, you know, I've been doing some thinking this last week, and you know, when I got here, I found a school full of robots doing exactly what they were told. So I told you to question authority, tear down the rules, don't follow orders. Well, I was wrong. Destroying the old order without replacing it, it's pointless. So now comes the hard part. No one can tell you what to do anymore, right? So now you've got to do it for yourself. Okay. Aloha.
Okay, next step.
Roxanne soon figures out that Peter was using cue cards to talk to her, which makes her upset.
Hey, Rox, No, look, I can explain this if you will let me explain.
Later, Celia becomes furious at Fitz because he wants to marry her, but since she still thinks he's Dr. Baxter, who the real one is married.
Oh, Mrs. Baxter's in print.
Oh.
Oh, now you remember her. Mrs. Baxter, your wife.
Oh, she's not. I mean, I'm...
What, you're gonna tell me she's married to some other Dr. Baxter? Don't lie to me again.
I'm not lying to you. Not in the way that...
You look me right in the eye and tell me I'm not lying. Fine. I thank you. You've inspired me. I'm gonna face the review board tomorrow alone. But I don't ever want you to come near me again.
You didn't tell her?
She's right. I'm lying either way.
After that, Fitz, John, and Peter get into Hockenberry's computer and get rid of their demerits.
Yeah, I took the liberty of adding a few things to your college file, Peter. Glowing letter from the principal. A recommendation for priority placement. With your record, you deserve it.
Thanks, Fitz. You're a good guy.
Any news from Roxanne?
Nah, she's still not talking to me.
How about you, John? You want anything in your college file?
I didn't even know I had a file.
Well, it's pretty slim, but you got some good grades here.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Fitz then leaves. Later, the real Dr. Vernon Baxter, played by Walter Marsh, arrives at the school.
I thought so too. Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotta go do somewhere.
Dr. Vernon Baxter?
You'll have to wait. Have a seat. We could double. Okay.
Peter then goes outside to Roxanne and talks to her.
You got 2 minutes.
I messed up. All right, I messed up. But honestly, if I hadn't done what I'd done, would you even have looked at me twice?
Did it ever occur to you that I might like you for you?
No.
You got 1 minute.
Meanwhile, John apologizes to Celia for Fitz and tells her the truth about him.
He told you about us?
I sort of knew.
You sort of knew. I see. So is it all over the school? Did he tell you about his wife, too?
No, he doesn't have a wife.
Really? Well, then who's Mrs. Baxter married to?
Well, Dr. Baxter, but
You just said Dr. Baxter doesn't have a wife.
No, I said Fitz doesn't have a wife.
Fitz? Who's Fitz? Oh, dear. Oh,
Look,
dear.
Fitz really cares for you. I just...
Oh, dear.
Look, I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, dear.
He's gone. He's gone.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Outside, after talking to Roxanne, Peter asks her without any help if she'll go out with him.
What, no cue cards this time?
No. This is me, the real me, no cue cards.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you gotta do one thing first.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Carry my books.
Later, Hockenberry returns to the school and tells the school board that the principal is a fake.
A drifter hired by this student, John Scaduto, to doctor some transcripts. Oh, Miss Shine was onto them, but they bought her silence with this appeal.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Well, perhaps not. But if these charges are true, Miss Shine, we'll have to revoke your certification. Sir, can you prove this?
I can.
Oliver then comes in, and Hockenberry asks him if he thought he could get away with being the principal, to which he says he's not the principal, he's student counselor.
Oh, give us a break.
He is, sir.
A2, Calder? A2? I was offered the role of principal, but turned it down for the meatier, supporting role of student counselor. I began with a mask and animal workshop. Always animals, the tenacity of the terrier, the brain.
Hockenberry rips off Oliver's mustache and asks him who put him up to this. Fitz says it was him.
You don't have to do this.
I do. I'm not gonna lie anymore. To you, to anyone.
Oh. Now we're getting somewhere. It was all Scaduto's fault, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Miss Fassel, send in John, please. I want him to hear this, too.
So John comes in, and Fitz says that he has nothing to do with it.
It was me. Only me. Look, I came to this school not caring about anything. But you know what? A funny thing happened to me when I got here. I learned something. I learned that if you put your mind to it, you could be anything you want. I also learned that I do care. And that's why I came back.
Thank you, Billy Graham.
Dr. Baxter then shows up, and Hockenberry has him tell everybody who the real principal is.
This school has changed a lot since I considered working here. I've been viewing some of your classes, and I've found the teaching is creative, the library is full, the food is edible, and the students are governing themselves. Who's the real principal? You're looking at him.
Hockenberry's then taken away, and Fitz and Oliver are leaving.
So what are your plans now?
Well, I'd like to work at saving the world. Or play someone who works at saving the world. Not sure. How's about you?
Well, the first thing I have to do is apologize to someone. And there she is.
Hi, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Ready to go home?
Fitz is about to leave, but then Celia shows up and tells him about the students doing a lot better since he's been there.
They're asking questions, and now they want the answers. They need you. You're inspirational.
I'd like to believe that, but I can't.
Fitz, sign this. Thank you very much. You just recommended me to the University of Washington. Thought I'd use my grandma's check, give it a try. It's been fun.
Bye, John.
See you in class.
Anything's possible, I guess.
See you guys.
Bye.
Fitz then takes the job as the school's new principal, which Celia's happy about. And that was Principal Takes a Holiday. What did I think of it? It was awesome! In the end, I give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Well, that's it for Principal Takes a Holiday. Be sure to next week when I'll be reviewing the Disney Channel original movie about a teenage boy who discovers something at the age of 13. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell your friends about me, leave some questions in the comments below, subscribe, and hit that like button.
Rewind. You're a snitch.